Hey guys, it's Jeff. Thanks for checking out my video. Merry Christmas 2025. If you're just checking out my channel, you like what I'm doing here, you want to help a small creator, likes, subscribes are always appreciated, and there's links to the product that I'm going to cover here in the description if you want to check it out. Now, this is for the Osight S. Now, you just got your Christmas present, whether it be one of these or you got something like that for Christmas and you're looking to validate your purchase and determine whether this is the right option for your RMSC footprinted pistol. Check out this video. I'm going to do a tabletop on it and discuss it in more detail. Alright guys, so what do we got here? This is the Osight S. This is the closed emitter optic from Osight. This is the rechargeable one. So what's the difference between the S and the SE? Well, it's the rechargeability. The S is a rechargeable, internal battery only optic. There is no battery tray on the side, so it is an internal battery. It's got a 46 milliamp hour internal rechargeable lithium ion battery. It's RMSC direct mount, which I've already talked about. It's multi-reticle, 2 MOA dot, 32 MOA circle, and a circle dot. Some of the features of this is it's got a auto light sensor, so it'll auto dim, auto bright as your lighting conditions change in your environment. That has some pros and cons too, right? If you're in a dark area but you're aiming into the light area, it may not be bright enough for you to pick up your reticle. That's something to be concerned about, or something to be aware about. I guess I wouldn't say concern. It is just something that's an awareness. It does have a motion activation, so it will go into sleep mode and then it will activate automatically once you pick it up or pull it out. And then weighs less than 1 ounce, has 10 light brightness settings and 2 night vision settings. It is IPX7 water resistant, so is supposedly waterproof up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. That's what they rate it at, IPX7. Now, like I said in the beginning, the difference between the S and the SE, right? So the SE's been around or gotten a lot of popularity recently because they just come out with a new green dot. For people that like the green colored optics, there is a new version of this, but the difference between this and the SE is, like I said, is the rechargeable battery. The SE has a door on the side and you can pull it out without unmounting it. This one you can charge without unmounting it, but you have to use this little device here. Now, you probably saw this and you thought, that's kind of hokey. Do I really want this sitting on top of my pistol? You know, there's your charging indicators right there. So there's your charging indicators there. Do you want this on your pistol? I think it's a pretty nifty idea. You know, Osight and Olight have been putting out flashlights for a while, and one of their probably best offerings is their rechargeable battery, right? They're rechargeable flashlights. They kind of set the standard for the rechargeable flashlight game. There were other companies doing it, but I think they really became super popular when Olight started doing it. And they brought this over to the Optic. Now, it's got the magnetic charging hood. Let me just talk about this for a second. So it is USB-C. So if you want to recharge it, all you need to do is plug in your USB-C cable, and they give you a cable to go with it, but I'm just going to demonstrate on this battery pack here. You plug it in, it starts charging. Mine's already full, but you get the idea. You plug it in, it takes about 3 hours for a full charge on this hood. It is a 220 milliamp hour battery that's inside this charging hood, and this will recharge the optic up to 3 times. So this holds 3 full charges in the optic. Now, I'm going to talk about the battery some more. So 46 milliamp hour battery takes an hour and a half to get a full charge with the cover. Like I said, this 220 milliamp hour cover holds up to 3 charges, and you can get about 500 charge cycles out of this 46 milliamp hour battery that's in the optic, right? So what is a charge cycle? Charge cycle is how many times you can drain it and recharge it before the battery starts to get a memory. Now, with that, you know, how's the glass? How's the optic? Let me go ahead and turn it on and see if I can get this in focus for you guys. So let's see if you can see that. There it is. All right, so that's the circle dot. Pretty clear glass. They do claim that it's parallax free, so that is important as well. If it's important to you, that is a specification that is available on this. So you see the circle dot. Obviously, you can change it from the 3 different reticles: circle, circle dot, and just a dot. Another neat feature of this is it does have the markings for iron sights. So if you have a plate that this may go on to that removes your rear sight and you like to have some sort of backup iron sight, it does give you the rear notches. Obviously it's not going to be windage or elevation capable, but it does give you something in case for some reason this optic is to fail under stress and you need to take a more precise shot. It's nice to have the backup irons available to you already built into this. Not required, but it is a nice feature that's already there. Obviously windage and elevation on top and on the right side. All your button indicators are on the left side. Now, I do want to talk about the pros and cons of this, right? Because everything good has to have something bad, and I want to discuss that. I want to be honest with you guys. I'm going to start with the pros first. Obviously, the cost of these things is very reasonable. I think they're a direct competitor to Holosun. You know, Holosun is the other major Chinese manufacturer of optics in the United States. I mean, there's plenty others that are trying to compete against Holosun. I think this is a direct competitor to Holosun, and I think they're giving them a run for their money in the features. The price on this is very competitive in that relation as well. I think a pro is the rechargeable battery, right? The rechargeable battery is a nifty feature. It does give you a lot of peace of mind, not having to worry about where your batteries are at, or if they're fully charged. You want to double check it every night, you obviously can. That is a pro, right? Knowing the capacity of your battery at all times, knowing that it will work when you pull it out. That is a pro. Durability. They're using their proprietary aluminum alloy, this OAL aluminum. They're saying that it's stronger than 7075 and more durable. So I don't know, you know, I'm not a metallurgist or anything like that, but that does sound like a potential positive. If they're building it to be stronger than 7075 is a pretty common aluminum, and it is pretty durable. So the fact that they're saying it's stronger, then that's probably a good thing. Only time will tell, you know, as people beat these things up. I'm not beating it up. I want to keep it. I want to use it. But you know, if I do get enough likes or enough comments on this video, maybe I'll take it out and drop it on some cinder blocks for you guys. Another pro on this is the lifetime warranty. Now I'm going to come back to that, but the lifetime warranty is a pro. Some of the cons on this is something I discussed earlier. The average life cycle for a battery, a recharge charge cycle for this particular battery, according to Google, so take it for what it's worth. I don't have this straight from the manufacturer, but a 46 milliamp hour lithium ion battery has an average life cycle of 500 charges, right? So that means you've drained it down, you charge it up, you drain it down, you charge it up. Weather, temperature, depth of drain on battery all impact a charge cycle and how quickly that affects the battery recharge cycle. So if that is of issue to you or of importance to you, just know that they average about 500 charge cycles. Let me go back to the lifetime warranty. Under the lifetime warranty, the battery on this guy is covered under warranty. So if you reach that 500 milliamp hour, or I'm sorry, that 500 cycle battery life and it starts to not hold its charge, it is covered under warranty. It doesn't cover, you know, theft or major abuse to it like some other manufacturers do, you know, no questions asked. But if there is a manufacturing defect or something wrong with the optic, they will replace it under warranty. Olight has a good warranty. I assume that Osight is going to be right on par with the same warranty capabilities that you've grown to expect with your Olight flashlights. So one more con that I'd like to discuss real quick is this hood. I don't know of a way that you can charge the optic without this hood. So if you leave this on your nightstand, your wife picks it up, she's cleaning your nightstand, doesn't know what this is, and decides to chunk it in the trash, there's no way to charge this if you don't have this. So this is a another piece that you have to manage and maintain on top of your pistol, in your holster, in your magazines, and everything else. So if you're going to use this, that is a thing that you have to factor into the whole conversation. Is you can't lose this. You need this. And if you lose this, you're going to be reaching out to Osight to get a replacement. So that is another con. That covers this optic. Does it answer all of your questions? Do you have other questions? Throw them in the comments section below. Happy to have a dialogue. Happy to pull it out and answer any questions that I may get wrong. If I do get anything wrong, let me know that too. I will pin your comment and make it the very first comment everybody sees. If you like what I'm doing here, you want to help a small creator, like I said in the beginning, there's going to be a link in the description to Amazon. I don't get anything other than an Amazon finder's fee. You're going to pay what I pay if I were to buy it off of Amazon. The difference is Amazon throws me a few cents for every one of these it sells. So if it's of interest to you and you want to help me out, don't ask for any money any other way. So that is a humongous help. And obviously likes and subscribes are also appreciated. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Is it a good optic? Yes, it is. I think it's a great optic. We'll see if they hold up over time, but I think so far the pretty predominant opinion of these guys throughout the internet is Osight is putting out a good product, and I can say that I have had a good experience with them as well. So with that, guys, stay safe, stay active, stay vigilant, and stay in the fight, because the fight for our rights, even with the current administration, never ends. Take care. Bye-bye.